I swear, I need to wash my eyeballs after seeing Julia in Simon's room at the end. I get it. Our girl pulled the most calculated move possible, but still. Yikes. That scene had me like, wait, what just happened? But honestly, I can't lie, it was brilliant. So let's break down what went down and dive into what's next because episode 3 was amazing and it only got me hyped for episode 4. Episode 4 is titled A Soldier's Heart, and the synopsis goes like this. Henry tackles a challenging assignment in his own way. Ellen learns some concerning information about the family into which she's expected to marry. Before we get into the trailer and synopsis, I gotta say that episode 3 mainly focused on Ellen and Brian's story rather than Julia and Henry's. So naturally, I expect the spotlight to shift to Claire's parents in episode 4. And since the episode is called A Soldier's Heart, I feel like they're talking about Henry, his heart, his choices, and everything he's risking in episode 4. From the trailer, we can already see that Henry is in serious trouble. He's visibly distressed, and it makes sense. Isaac Grant wants him to take revenge on someone as part of his duties. But Henry isn't exactly the revenge-taking type. At the same time, he knows exactly what happens to someone who disobeys or betrays the Grants. Let's be real, if he refuses, his head could literally end up on a pipe. That happened earlier, and it can happen again. But the synopsis hints that he'll do it his own way, and I have a feeling this could either make things or completely blow up in his face. I just hope he doesn't end up running from the Grants, because that's basically a death sentence. Remember, he's an Englishman in Scotland with nothing, no allies, not even his wife by his side, and he definitely has zero clue about Highland rules. Then there's Ellen. The synopsis says she learned some concerning information about the Grants. In the trailer, we see her arguing with Colum, saying that if she marries Malcolm, her allegiance would be to them, not the Mackenzies. And honestly, she's not wrong. Both Colum and Dougal promised Ellen to different men, yet they still expect her loyalty to their clan. Like, really? Come on now. So, what's this concerning information she uncovers? Are the Grants scheming against the Mackenzies? Do they have plans that put Colum, Dougal, or the clan in serious danger? I'm not sure yet, but my gut says it's tied to the revenge Isaac has demanded from Henry. Whatever it is, I have a feeling it'll eventually give Ellen some freedom. Colum might even be forced to reconsider the marriage, and I'm calling it now. We're gonna see a whole bunch of men from both sides fighting to get Ellen. Speaking of men who'll fight for Ellen, let's not forget Brian and Murtaugh. Can I just say how frustrating it is that Brian hasn't told Murtaugh he's also in love with Ellen? Like, I love both Brian and Ellen, but Murtaugh has been honest from day one, and Brian's silence feels like a betrayal. The man deserves to know the truth. You can't do this to your Pookie, like never. Anyway, back to episode 4, the trailer shows Brian reaching out to Julia for help. He wants to send a message through her, and apparently, if she does it, he'll help her escape. This storyline excites me so much because it sets the stage for a lifelong friendship between Jamie and Claire's parents, which I've literally been dreaming about. It makes me wonder though, how come Jamie never heard of the Beauchamp? I saw Green Fat Lady's comment under one of my videos suggesting Julia might have introduced herself with her first name, and Henry might have gone on with Grant, and honestly, that actually makes sense. What do you think? Back to the trailer again. We see Julia arriving at Castle Leoch to find Ellen. I cannot wait for that scene. I'm genuinely obsessed. And do you remember the full trailer? Ellen tells Julia that her brothers would kill her if she goes to Brian. And Julia counters with, "If you don't, it'll haunt you forever." This conversation is definitely happening in episode 4. And I'm really curious, will Julia share her own story to convince Ellen to meet Brian? Because if Ellen learns about Henry, she might even recognize him when the Grants come knocking at Leoch. Honestly, these two ladies may end up helping each other in ways I didn't even see coming, and I'm so here for it. Finally, let's talk about Julia's pregnancy. I've been thinking about this a lot, and even though seeing her in Simon's room was a bit of a gut punch, I actually understand why she did it. It's all about keeping herself and the baby safe. And here's my hot take. I think that baby is Faith, y'all. Yeah, Fanny's mama. Just look at these lines. If this is not foreshadowing, then I don't know what is. I even made a whole video about that theory, so go check it out next.